Hi, my name is Ahmed Davis, and I'm in a deployment of Flash projects course. And in the screencast, I will be doing critiques on 3 applications that were created by students that are in this course as well. And the first application that I will be critiquing will be the Sheet Music Finder. And the Sheet Music Finder, if we go to the creator's website, it says that the Sheet Music Finder is a tool for downloading classical sheet music. Um, and we can find sheet music by entering the author's name, sheet music title, or a collection. And he has an example here that says that he entered for Beethoven. Um, at first glance, this application, we can see that the user used a pretty simplistic way of creating this application. Is really simplistic and it's straight to the point. Um, he took advantage of the system Chrome that was packaged with Air. He took away the option of resizing this application and did allow the user to minimize or to close the application out. We're able to move this application around. We're able to minimize it to the dock, which is good because if we're multitasking, user would want those features. But what I think that he should have had on this page was basically prompting the user with this text field as to what to enter into this text field. There should have been like an author's name or a title of sheet music, and when we clicked into this field, it disappeared, or he could have put an indicator up under the text field to let us know what was going on. Well, let's give it a go. Do a search for an artist. It gave us 27 pages for Beethoven, um, which is good. And we know that the application works, and I think that is excellent. So let's try and go to a website and see what happens. Wow. Okay, it gives us an image for the sheet music where we can print this sheet music out. Say if we want it, it says here that it's 27 pages um, for the sheet music that's available for Beethoven. I think that instead of just having the title here, he should have presented, giving the user the URLs for these 27 pages that are available for Beethoven. That's the only quirk that I have with this application. Other than that, I think that it's excellent. It's an excellent application, and I think that I'm gonna move on to my next application here, which will be Walking Business. And Walking Business is an application where you can enter your address into this text field and find out the businesses that are in your area. And at first glance, when I open up this application, I see that the layout is very simplistic. It's very simplistic, and it's it's visually pleasing. And but there's one thing here. When having an application, I think that um, we should be able to move this application around. We should be able to minimize this application. Say if we're multitasking, and we want to do other things, we want to be able to to minimize this and get on with other work. And right now we're not able to do this. I think that um, she did great on providing what need to be entered into this text field. It says address, city, and state, which is excellent. But what I think that once we click into this field, this information should disappear and give the user immediate access to entering their address, city, and state into here. Um, so those are my only quirks with this at the moment. So let's enter an address into here. Oh, my spelling is. Let's give it a spin. Okay, and it gives us you have been located at, and then it gives us coordinates here. I guess our longitude and latitude. So we can hit continue from here, and it gives us a list of businesses that are in my area. So I put it in an address that is really close to me, and here we have the Ramada, the Comfort Inn, Georgine's, which are um, businesses that are in my area. So let's click the Ramada and see what it gives us. Right now it brings up a map, and it puts us right where the Ramada is on this map, which is excellent for people, interested in finding the businesses that are in their area. I think that that's excellent. And then from here we can start over, and it'll take us back to the original screen, which I think is excellent. Overall, I think this application is excellent. It performs well. The only thing about this application is, I wish that we would be able to minimize this and move it around on the screen. You know, Other than that, I think she did a very good job. The web presenter will be our next application. Wow, okay. And with this application, I think that the user took advantage of the system. He really took advantage of the system Chrome. He created his own system Chrome here with minimize and close buttons, so you can minimize this application. We can move this. We can click on this application and move it around. Yep. You can click on it and move it around where we want on the screen. He has it, the version number of the program. He also has who the program is powered by, the the API, which is full contact here. Um, and here, and in this application, um, he does indicate what needs to be entered into this text field. However, I think that once we click into this text field, this information should disappear and give the user access to entering instead of having to erase everything out of the text field. I think that it would be great if you could just click in there and all that information disappears. So I will enter one of my email addresses into here. And see what we get. Okay, now this brought up my information from my my Facebook. It's my Facebook icon. I do have a Google Plus, and I do have a Twitter account. So I don't that is attached to that email, but I don't know why it isn't coming up. Um, as far as the usernames for Facebook, Google Plus, and Twitter, these are coming up no, and I think that these this null statement here is straight from the API. The API is XML that was you know given to the developer, and instead of this coming up no, I think that it should have said something other than no, like no results found. Um, in both, in all of these fields, it should have said no results found, and maybe put it in red or whatever. Um, as far as with this back button, I believe this back button is to take you back to the beginning of the program. I think that it needs a little bit of work. It seems kind of it's not really that much visually, appealing. He does have, a state here that's going on with the button. But other than that, I think that he, visually the program is solid and it looks really good. I don't know if this if we would get no if we enter in another email address, but however, I'm not able to test it because I only have one email address that is linked to Facebook, Google Plus, and Twitter. And this concludes my critique on the three Air applications. Okay, thank you. Bye.